Hello there, everybody. My name's Katathy, and welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light. Last time, we were found caught between Darkon and Galeem, and we're about to head to what I believe is the final battle. I don't really remember too much here, but we're Luigi, and we're going to see what happens in this, hopefully, final fight here, in this post-commentated adventure. So without further ado, let's pick up right where we left off. As Darkon and Galeem head together. At least I think this is where we left off. Close enough, I suppose. We enter in, and I believe there's 3 spots, right? I think we get to choose 3 characters. Yep. So we get to choose, we're going to choose Luigi, I remember that. Because Luigi still has to have his day in the sun. And then I imagine we choose the next 2 people on the list, which, after I added the last one, is, yeah, Mewtwo, and I think K-Rool? Is K-Rool the last one? I think K-Rool's the next one. Yeah, K-Rool, there we go. I remember that from my previous one. And we could change their outfits! For some reason, I didn't remember that I could do that, even though I think Meta Knight was pink last time. Because everyone has to be purple and pink. That was my whole MO during this entire time. Oh, and it looks like we actually only get 1 spirit this entire time. I don't remember that. For those who are still tuning in, though, this is all post-commentated because this was filmed about over a year ago. I don't remember what happened, and I just know that the audio originally was very, very bad. So why not post-commentate it? Look at these jumps! Luigi boy, jumping so high. Looks like a bit of an auto-scroller. Oh, I remember this, actually. So I think this is an auto-scroller mixed with a few battles against some of the, like, the light and dark. Because this is what happens when it's Darkon against Galeem. But they're actually, like, full-fledged, I think? I don't know, I remember this giving me a hard time, honestly. But I think it's just because I don't think I was playing on hard or anything. That Jigglypuff just tried to rest me. That's sad. Why would you do that? Oh yeah, so I think you'll see this at some point. I think I do it in this. I don't think I just did this in multiplayer. But there's gonna be a point, if I recall correctly, where I just do up specials constantly. Because I started realizing, oh man, the people I was going up against dodged a ton. But I don't... Oh, I totally missed that maximum tomato. Kit, what are you doing? You missed the... There's a tomato. And there's tentacles. You missed the tomato and tentacles? Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, I don't remember if it's purely was multiplayer. Because if it was multiplayer, then like, oh, whatever. Like, that's just a thing that I probably did. Because I was not that good at the game. But I think I did it during this as well, where I just only focused on what essentially would be using up specials. Because up specials, because Luigi's up special, rather, does like an insta-kill if you hit them powerful enough. Also, something I am just now noticing is that everyone's on a different team, because Light and Darker is fighting while Luigi is just on his team of his own. But I think they all have an agreement that they need to take down Luigi first, before taking down each other. I feel like if I were to go back and do this again, I probably would have let them fight each other on their own, just because here's the thing, it doesn't go too well here, it looks like. Luigi's not doing too well. But noticing the fact that they do fight each other means that they can weaken each other and then we don't have to take too much damage. As long as we stay away. But it also looks like that it doesn't matter who's light and dark because those are 2 light beings and yet they were on opposite teams. One was blue, one was green. Maybe the game was glitched? I have no idea. Maybe they fixed it. Also, I'm starting to realize, oh, Luigi! Luigi! Ooh, that was a little scary now, wasn't it? Yeah, it must have been during multiplayer where I only used up specials. Just because I remember having such a hard time. Look at that! That was a perfect read! Oh, I'm so proud of Past Me. I feel like there's going to be a moment during this video that Future Me is not going to be happy with Past Me. But that's okay. We'll get to it at some point. I'll grab the other tomato. Oh, that tentacle tricked me! Rude! What a rude tentacle! Oh my goodness, dude. Whoop! Luigi! Luigi, stay alive, dude! Stay alive. He's staying in here. Wow, I'm peeking the mic. Sorry, I'm also looking at my audio while I'm, you know, doing this all post-commentating and everything. And I remember previously... Luigi, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. I remember my audio would barely, like, peak, and now I fixed my audio from years past. Probably still doesn't sound as good as it should, but I digress. It's a lot better than a year ago. Actually, even 3 years ago, you know? Doing this a long time. Man, but past Kit is impressing me, which is really nice because future Kit would get back into Smash Bros. And just get really sad. Oh, and look at that. Looks like an axe from Richter caused the death. Now we play Mewtwo. Mewtwo, I don't think I played well with Mewtwo at all. All I remembered is that his air special was ridiculous because it's the whole like static, like electricity sort of thing, and also could be really strong, but I don't think I was, because that looks like it's good, but it really isn't. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Man, I lost my train of thought for a moment there. Yeah, at least everything's looking better. There we go. Grab that maximum tomato. Ooh, and now we're gonna go Galeem and the Razor Blades. Yeah, that move right there, which does like a bunch of damage. The problem is, so hindsight, once again, hindsight. That move is great. The problem is, you can take your time on this section. Oh my gosh, that was close. You can take your time on that section. I don't think there's a time limit or any sort of rush, honestly. So as long as you take your time, I imagine you should be okay. Well, we'll see how we play as Mewtwo. But yeah, multiplayer, like, I'd get absolutely destroyed nowadays. Like I did in the past, but also now even worse. Oh god! Look at all those bombs. Why are there so many bombs? When did this become Doodle Jump? What? When did this become Doodle Jump? How many of you guys remember that mobile game? I guess it's also an arcade game now. You can find it at like your local arcade usually. Easy way to get tickets though. Easy way to get tickets even. Because in Doodle Jump, for that game, if Casey didn't know, there's always one way to win, and there's always one specific area you can go. So if you figure out what the ending is gonna be, you can line yourself up for the perfect shot. It's a good strategy. Take it from somebody who used to work in an arcade. Didn't work with that game specifically, unfortunately, so I didn't get to know the full mechanics of it. Oh, look at that, King Dedede MVP. I didn't work with that specific game, so I couldn't tell you like the specifics, the mechanics behind it. But I know from testing a game that was kind of how it worked. So it's pretty cool, dude. Oh man, I'm probably thinking the same thing I thought when I was playing this in the past. I was hoping that Captain Falcon would get a Falcon Punch off. You got it. Like if Captain Falcon does a Falcon Punch, sometimes you just gotta let it happen. Gotta let Douglas do the punch. But I don't think CPUs do the punch at all. Actually, that's a good point. I don't think I've ever seen a CPU Captain Falcon Punch. No matter if I played Melee, if I played Brawl. I didn't play Smash 4 that much. Ultimate, I don't think I've seen it either. Maybe in one of the previous videos there might have been a Falcon Punch. Oh, you know, I think there's a Spirit where all the person does is constant Falcon Punches.
Ready? Go!
Yeah, Galeem, Darkon. Oh yeah! This is the fight because it's like different things. You have to jump into the boss. Oh, I remember this. Oh, I remember this. This was hell. Oh no, we're gonna be here a while, guys. I remember, I'm looking down, by the way. There is an hour and 30 minutes left of the footage I have for the finale and everything. Guess what? I remember now. I remember why. I remember why it's bad. I remember why it's so long. It's because of this section. If I recall, I'm not going to spoil how long it took me. I mean, obviously it's an hour and 35 minutes, so it might be cut, it might not be. Who knows? We'll see. But I seem to remember this giving me insane amounts of trouble. Or maybe I didn't, actually. Wait a second. Am I remembering this wrong? I'm starting to think I'm remembering this wrong. No, one boss in here. Okay, I'm not going to spoil who. And I actually, even if you go back and be like, rewatch everything and try to guess, which I don't know how many of you guys are actually doing since the series is back and everything. Like, I don't know how many of you guys are like kind of checking that stuff out, but there is one boss, if I recall correctly, that gave me a really, really hard time. But I think when I first played through like its actual thing, that it was easy. Now, if I recall, so essentially you have to go for the ones that are, you have to hit the ones that you want to enter. Up here's Dracula. Good old Dracula. But yeah, there's one, well, like I said, you guys might be able to guess. If you're watching this right now, feel free to put a comment saying who you think is the boss that I'm going to have trouble with. I also don't know if you guys can hear dogs barking. God dang. They pick the worst times. Dracula's seems like it's a pretty easy fight though, honestly. I'll try to silence the dog barks as much as I can. There's nothing I could do. Where the times I record this stuff, even the last time I recorded the post commentary, the dogs just kept barking and barking the entire time. There's really nothing I could do about it. So I apologize if you're hearing that. It's a little reminder of for those who remember the past streams when family and everybody would yell in the background, and I'd get super embarrassed because I tried to do I tried to do highlights and such, and all you would hear in the background is yelling and screaming and such. So, not too much to say about Dracula. This one's not as bad, honestly. This is not the boss fight I remember having trouble with. He's just he has so little HP. That's the odd thing. He has so little HP. All right, who is next? Ooh, a heart container. I think at this point I'm looking for Giga Bowser. Yeah. I was about to say, because Giga Bowser was the one that I remember I had a lot of trouble with, and I think at this point, knowing past me, and also knowing current me, I would know that I want to get the toughest one out of the way, even if I'm like really weak, because I don't have a time limit. I just gotta play smart. And that's the thing that, like, once again, hindsight's 2020. This is what I have to remember when I'm playing through this game, if I play through World of Light again, which I do have a plan for. We'll talk about that later. But there's no time limit. And that's the thing that I think I even said in the past for one of the videos, is that the boss fights and this regular spirit fights, right? Some of them did have time limits, so that way you couldn't just take your time and everything. Oh, there goes K-Rool. But in these fights, you actually could, you really actually could just take your time. And the fights are very telegraphed, right? Like, Giga Bowser will will telegraph the move. Sometimes he'll do a charge up to try to do a bigger attack. You know, now he's in phase 2 and just trying to do, like, a few things. You know, his moves are very telegraphed. And the same could be said for Dracula, both forms. And the same could even be said for Ganon. You know, hindsight's 2020. I see Marks right there. Oh, we got Marks immediately. Glitched a little bit on my side. Probably because it's old footage. Look at how cute Marks is. I would really love a Marks plush. Not this Marks, but, like, the original Marks. Once again, I recall that his moves are very, very telegraphed. Luigi's ducking, like, hoping for the best. Oh, I'd expect him to go from the ground. Wow, laser beam. I think Marks I had problems with in the past, didn't I? No, there is a... I remember. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, little anecdote for you guys, I guess. I think that would be the correct word here. Luigi's got hit. There we go. I don't think he's dead, but close. Okay. While we're fighting Marks, this is at least relevant to the fight itself. There is a classic mode video that never got aired. That never got uploaded to YouTube or anything. Because for those who don't know, at the time of recording this, I was essentially releasing 3 or 4 classic mode videos for Smash Ultimate, and then at the same time, 2 or 3 World of Light videos. And there's actually a classic mode I recorded, I think, 3 or 4 times, because I kept dying to Marks. I straight up kept dying to Marks and could not kill Marks. It was the funniest thing in hindsight, because even when when I'm doing the video and I'm like super focused, I think you can probably tell which one it is if you just look for the one where I'm like incredibly focused. It's hilarious because that's just me after so long of trying to defeat Marks. Galeem, weirdly enough, Galeem is like easy in both Brawl and Ultimate. But I think the thing is, in Classic Mode Galeem is a piece of cake. Here, he's not bad, but then I forget about this move, and I think... No, Luigi still has... Because Luigi has a lot of defense, but once he gets to 150, that's when he can probably be killed. There we go. I think this is it for Luigi. No, he's still alive! Nope, the punch. There you go. There you go. So now, here's the downside. We have to redo this all over again, if I recall. And in the recesses of my brain, in the far, far recesses of my brain, I feel like I recall saying that we'll cut to a new boss. But why would I do that? You know, I'm here, I'm talking to you guys, this is post-commentated, we can have a conversation. You know, we can talk, we can watch Luigi beat up Alucard. Maybe we could talk about some of these games too. Because Castlevania series, I've only actually played one Castlevania game. And honestly, I kind of want to play more. I really do. I've wanted to stream a few more. I know Symphony of the Night, oh my goodness, I can't speak. I know that game is supposed to be really, really good. The original ones, I own the original ones. I have 1 through 3 because I have the NES Classic and I have the SNES Classic. So I can play, I think, up to 4, actually. Super Castlevania 4, maybe? I know Castlevania 64 is supposed to be a hilarious time. The only one, I forgot to mention, the only one I have played is Aria of Sorrow. And I've actually 100%ed Aria of Sorrow. Both hard mode, regular mode, all souls, and also did the other thing that I'm not going to spoil in case you've never played Aria of Sorrow or seen a Let's Play of the game. What is also happening in this fight? I'm starting to realize, like, Luigi, what are you doing, dude? Luigi, you're starting to make some mistakes. I'm supposed to be good with Luigi. Oh, but because Luigi's so small and it has to hit the head. That's the thing. Because this fight goes so much better. Because it's not a head I have to fight. Look at that. Luigi, if you die, I'm going to be a little upset by you, buddy. I mained you in Smash Brawl, dude! Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. Oh, he's still alive! The Luigi boy! Staying alive. Oh. Woo! Luigi boy! Oh my gosh. Is the Luigi boy got it? He's got it, dude. Like there was ever any fear. Like there was ever any fear. And we're doing Ganon again. Ganon has, if I recall out of all the bosses, I would say that Ganon has the easiest tells and the easiest reads. The problem is, you gotta, like, you know, stay behind him and time things correctly. As you can see, Luigi didn't time things correctly. Plus, he has a huge arc, so you want to keep your shield up as much as possible. It's just the fact, the issue with Ganon is hitting his tail. I should have stayed perfectly still. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I survived that. Nice, nice hits, Luigi. Nice. Keep shoving the fingers up the butt. Lift the tail, buddy. Lift the tail. Luigi is an animal gynecologist. He's dead. Oh, Luigi survives? Wow, I'm even surprised. This move's the best, because that move means that he's not going to hit you. Luigi shield. Look at that. Beautiful shield. You did not shield. Oh, poor Luigi. Alright, we should be able to finish up this Mewtwo pretty easily. Here's the thing. Mewtwo, you need to use some stronger moves, buddy. I think at this point, I'm just trying to use, like, charge attacks, but really I should be using the neutral air. Neutral air would have probably done a lot more damage. At this point, like, I think we got the win. Yeah. Here's the downside, though. Mewtwo's gonna get a heart container, and unfortunately for Mewtwo, he has 19%. I think I'm avoiding the last one specifically. If I'm recalling correctly, I think I'm avoiding the last boss fight specifically. Knowing me, I probably am. Also, I know that I always thought Marx was a mainstay villain in Kirby games, but the few Kirby games I have seen and played, because there's Kirby Epic Yarn, and Marx is not the villain there. There's Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which the typical Kirby villain is the villain there. Those who don't know who that villain is, play a Kirby game, majority of them at least. Kirby's Squeak Squad, I don't think Marx was the villain. Kirby Return to Dreamland, he's not the villain, I think. Yeah, no, he's not the villain in that game. Man, I'm trying to think of any other games. Is he the villain in Triple Deluxe? He might be. I don't know. I've never played Triple Deluxe. Superstar? No, he's not the enemy in Superstar, because Superstar is like a bunch of those like little stories, right? So yeah, I don't think. Wow, those are doing way more damage than I thought they would have. Crazy. Oh, this is good. This is good. One more. Perfect. You know what? If Future Kid hasn't put this up, Future Kid? What is me in the future? I don't know. If he hasn't put it up, put up what games Marx is the villain in. Thank you. I think last episode I also did something for Future Kit, and then I realized that it was such a dumb question because literally I think you see. I think I even alluded to it that there is a spirit that's like fighter, and it was Mithra. Because Mithra has a regular spirit, and then there's also just a spirit. Alright, back to K. Rool we are. And it's Galeem. We died on this guy last time. Who have we not fought this time, though? We haven't fought Giga Bowser. Ooh. We should be fine. He says as Galeem lands on K. Rool. Nice break free. I think the big issue is just the big problem with Galeem is the grab. The grab just sucks. What are you doing? Past Kit. Alright, you beat him. That's cool. You better fight Giga Bowser next, but I get the feeling you're gonna fight the other dude. And if you fight the other dude, I'm gonna be upset. There's the other dude. You can see the other dude for a split second. Alright, Browser. Evolve into Google Chrome! He's angry. Alright, so this is just a base Giga Bowser fight. And that move. That move could be devastating. Absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. Alright, this is going a lot worse than when we played as... Oh my goodness. I think we had... Did we have Mewtwo fighting Giga Bowser? No, we had K-Rool fighting Giga Bowser. But right now, he's not doing too hot. He's actually making a lot of mistakes. Pass Kit, what are you doing, dude? You had such a good fight against Giga Bowser. You're ruining it, man. You're at 100. Do you not know who your next fight is? Oh, he doesn't know what his next fight is. He's too young. He's too young to know. The punch. The rare punch, actually. You really don't see that move that too often. Oh, he's too young. K-Rool's dead. Alright. Well, you guys have seen these numerous times before. Let's just cut ahead. Wait, what? What am I doing? I was about to say, no, you're not switching out. You can't switch out those guys. You're switching out spirits. Ooh. What are you trying to switch to? Are you trying to have more attack? Oh, you're trying to go for auto heal. Clever. Well, I'm actually just gonna skip ahead for you guys because let's be real, you guys have seen these boss fights before. Let's just cut ahead to the 5th fight, whatever that would be. Keep in mind there's 6 total, so let's cut ahead to 5th. So sorry guys, you're not gonna see Ganon. See you in a bit. Alright, and we are back. Right now we're watching Marks get killed by Mewtwo. Just to let you guys know of how this all went. It went Ganon, Dracula, no, Ganon, Galeem, Dracula, Giga Bowser, and then Luigi finally died after 4 bosses. Then Mewtwo defeated Giga Bowser and now Marks, so we have a full life going in to the final boss fight. And if you totally forgot who the 6th boss is, don't worry, it's Rathalos. Pretty cool that Rathalos is here. Kind of would want the Monster Hunter, like warrior person, or I guess the Monster Hunter rather, to show up in the game. But that is neither here nor there. They show up in fighting games. So this guy though, I think this Rathalos caused me way too much issues. It doesn't seem like this is the problem here. For those who are wondering what boss I was referring to that gave me more problems than needed to be, was Galeem. Because Galeem was giving me way too many problems, and that's just kind of what led to just terrible things happening. Rathalos, I think at this point, I've just kind of gotten the idea that Rathalos was going to be the hardest one for me to fight, and I didn't want to jeopardize fighting Rathalos. Now, throwing those Deku Nuts is really important because that's what you use to stun the Rathalos. I don't think throughout the entire time I played World of Light up until this point, as well as I think the most recent classic mode at the time, is what showed me this. Because I think the most recent classic mode had this happen and I was having so much trouble with the Rathalos, and yet for some reason, I didn't think about the fact that there were Pitfall Seeds and Deku Nuts spawning. Makes the fight a lot easier. If you throw the Pitfall Seed while the Rathalos is in the air, it'll immediately get shot right down and get stunned, and if you throw the Deku Nut right at its face, and it has to be at its face from what I understand. Wow, that sucks for you, Mewtwo. If you throw it right at the face, not when it's doing anything, so like right there it looked like I hit the face, but in fact I actually hit its body, that won't work. You have to hit it straight on the face to stun. I think we're okay. I wouldn't be surprised if I still lost Mewtwo though. Man, speak of the devil, right as I said it, I get killed. Well, okay, K-Rool coming in for the kill. Good job. Good job, Pass Kit. I'm proud of you. So with that should be all of them. We don't need that heart container. I don't know why it's there. I know why it's there. Oh, shoot. I remember why it's there. Let's watch this. You'll get an idea. Galeem and Darkon, you have to fight both of them. Here's the thing. They hate each other. This fight, I want you guys to know right now, before we get into anything crazy, that this fight is not as hard as something we'll see later. Okay? There's something later that is much, much more difficult, at least from what my memory is saying. Right now, I'm sucking because I'm just panicking. Let's just be real. I'm just panicking right now. Now, here's the gist as well, okay? We've already seen like a lot of boss fights here, and you guys might be like, oh, you're going to actually show the Darkon Galeem fight? Yes. Because I want to show you guys this, because this isn't technically going to be the end. Sorry, spoilers, but let's be real. World of Light's been out for, what, 2 years now? A year? I don't know at this point. You guys should probably know what's going to happen at some point. But if you don't, I won't spoil it. Just know that there's still more things. A.k.a. New Game Plus. But anyway. Yeah, right now we only have Luigi. I think at this point, if I had to guess what my commentary was way back when, it's talking about the fact that I should have at least been aware that I only had one person left, and I should have just died. If I died, what would have happened is I would have just gotten all three of my characters back at full HP. So yeah, interesting thing. That move right there, what Galeem just did. That move happens whenever an eye gets put down. So if we knock Galeem down, Darkon will do a similar move. Here's the thing. I believe at this point, Past Kit did not know that that was a thing. And if I recall correctly, there is a point where Past Kit has the great idea to only take down Darkon first. Let's be real, Past Kit's not smart. Alright, this part. This is technically phase 2 of the fight, because Darkon and Galeem are still fighting, and they do have explodey characters. They'll fight each other, and at this point I think I remembered that, oh yeah, Light and Dark, they're going to keep fighting. Let's make sure they keep fighting each other and not have to worry. This part. We did great, and we got the stab through with Galeem. But I didn't notice, so what happens? This. Honestly, I can't believe I do as well as I did with those. I remember having a lot more trouble. Weird. Alright, these things suck. They really do. But at this point, I think I'm feeling pretty confident, because even if I do die, at least I know that I have 3 characters. I have Luigi, I have K. Rool, and I have Mewtwo. So, we take a death, that's okay. Let's just get all 3 of our characters and come back even stronger. Only one I should probably be sweating about right now is Mewtwo. I'm not the greatest at Mewtwo. Luigi and K. Rool, I'm so much better playing as. So, as long as I can do a lot of damage as Luigi, and then follow it up with at least as much damage as I can with Mewtwo, K. Rool can be the one that kind of takes it down. The big thing of note with this fight, if you haven't done this fight before, you're looking for advice, take it from Future Kit, rather. Future Past Kit? One of the two of us. Try to make sure that Galeem and Darkon are doing as much damage to each other as possible. Out of everything that happens in this, what I will call the endgame of World of Light, make absolutely sure that you don't take any risky plays, and make sure that everything you do tries to get both of them to attack each other as much as possible. You also want to make sure that both of them are at least dying as at equal times, preferably. So that way they're constantly doing as much damage to each other as possible, and that way you can try to avoid as best as you can. Now, here's the cool thing. I tried to stay in the middle of Galeem there. I kind of screwed it up because I jumped to the right. When Galeem is doing that 3-circle move and then Darkon's doing the machine gun, as soon as the machine gun's done, you want to dodge to the left so that way the circles will start hitting Darkon. Darkon's bullets will get caught by Galeem, so you don't have to worry about anything. Alright? You really don't. Now, I should have been doing a lot more damage to Darkon right there because the stab immediately causes Darkon to end the phase. Hence why I had to do a little bit extra damage to do that, because I should have done a lot more. But that's okay. That's okay. So this part, right platform, it's kind of a duck and jump situation. If you find, like, I found the right platform to be the best in the past. Looking at it again, I think the first one you want to go middle, and then the second one you want to go right and left. At least platform-wise. But yeah, with this right now, I should be having the machine gun try to hit Galeem as much as possible. I did a little bit, but I messed up on the last part. Alright, so Galeem is knocked down, and then, yep, I need to do as much damage to Darkon. The hammer's going to hit Galeem. Galeem's going to freak out. And see, that's the damage that we're looking for. Now, with this sort of move, like I said, 3 circles, it was best to have Darkon be used as a shield at that point. That was the big thing. However, that thing that Darkon's doing can't be blocked. Fun fact. At least I didn't look like it was blockable. This move sucks. It might not seem bad right now. You can see that Mewtwo was kind of doing the arm dive thing because he was so shocked. Yeah, that move sucks. So like I said, the right one is probably the best. Mewtwo is not good with this, though. So you have to kind of do a little oblong shape. So at this point, retrospect-wise, I should be killing Galeem right now. Knowing about that move that Galeem just used, knowing about that move should have caused me to immediately try to kill Galeem ASAP. I might be regretting that in the future, but for right now, I think we'll be okay. So the cool thing, too, is that if Galeem is doing the spears while Darkon's doing the little hits for... Yeah, little hits. You're good. Alright, this part. That little orb is supposed to try to hit the bottom part of the platform. I didn't work, so I mean, it was what it was. At this point, I also screwed up again because, once again, I should have been hitting Darkon in that case because Darkon was just an eyeball sitting out in the open, and I shouldn't have been doing more damage to Galeem. I should have been trying to do as much damage to Darkon since he's almost dead. Might have made the fight a little bit easier. In the first phase, you kind of want to even him out, but in this phase, you don't. You really don't. You just want to get him killed. So right now, everything looks like it's all said and done, but don't get too cocky there, because I just died again as Mewtwo. It's not looking too good. We got K-Rool, but notice how they're taking very little damage. This is something fighting games do a lot. I saw it when I played Skullgirls, and I started realizing it the more I played Smash Bros. HP bars are a lie. You might think that they had a ton of HP. They didn't. Their HP bar is pretty much this last sliver. And our attacks that were doing so much damage before, now they're not. So right now, I should be killing Galeem. I really should be killing Galeem right now. But I didn't. And as a result, Darkon missed. And like I said, I might be regretting something in a moment. Darkon's dead. Is this the fight? Do I kill Galeem? Darkon has died. It is now just K-Rool against a Galeem. And unfortunately, I am stunned. Oh, almost did the move that would have killed K-Rool, but we survived. We survived. Man, that move wasn't that bad. 2 attempts? Easy. Piece of cake. What did I have to worry about? Man, it's almost like, Future Kit. It's almost like Future Kit knows something else. Maybe I do. Let's not worry about it. We had defeated them. The hands are disintegrating. The darkness hands, the light hands, Galeem. If only we had Sephiroth at this point, right? This was before the time Sephiroth got revealed. Sephiroth would have sliced through Galeem in one slice. I don't think Sephiroth can beat Galeem in one slice in World of Light. Yeah, no, he can't. He can't. Explosions! And the world is back to seemingly normal. Looks like there's a giant crater there. Gosh, where in the world are we? That's not, I think that's supposed to be Earth, but also that's not supposed to be Earth. Who knows? Look at the spirits! The spirits are flying away! And now we get the great music as the spirits fly up into the heavens. They spin and make what looks like the life flow, the Mako life thing. Not really Mako, it's the Final Fantasy VII reference here. And there we go! We finished the game! Well, we finished World of Light at least. Man, it only took me 2 years, or a year? I don't remember when I started this. I did look this up in the past, and then I forgot to write it down. But yeah, for those who've been with this, well, the channel, but also this Let's Play since the beginning, I thank you guys so much for your patience. And I also wanted to point out as well, and just say thank you for supporting even just the last episode of this. I felt really bad that I had to delay this for so long. For those who are wondering why a lot of the Let's Plays I've done have never been finished, there's reasons behind every single one. And it's not just, oh, Kit just got lazy and just decided not to do it anymore. No, that's not true. I really wanted to. I really, really wanted to finish all of the Let's Plays I've done on the channel. The only reason I didn't is because, for this one in particular, Classic Mode has a different reason. But World of Light, I was not happy with the quality. I remember clearly that I hated... I finished all the recording and the other things that, that we're gonna have to get to. Because if you're from the future, you'll know that this doesn't say finale. There's one more video after this, and we'll get to that one. But I remember that I listened back to the audio, and even to this day, I hold myself to such high standards. If you've come to any of the Twitch streams recently, you know the standards I hold myself to. I want to make sure I'm playing games as best as I can, providing insightful commentary, entertaining you guys, right? And with World of Light, the more I started recording World of Light with audio that wasn't exactly, well, good. It was very quiet, it was very muffled, and I didn't have, the background clicks sorted. Even to this point, this room's not soundproof, these walls are paper thin, so obviously can't really do too much there. But I was just so unhappy with the quality. And it got to the finale where I rewatched it. I don't remember specifically my thoughts, obviously, but I do remember the fact I was not happy with it, because it didn't meet the quality I was looking for. Doing these past 2 episodes, honestly, I feel a lot better. The audio, I feel like, is better. The editing might not be that good, because I like the editing in the past where just all the little pop-ins and everything. But back then, I had the time to do it. This time, I kind of have very, very limited time to do some of those edits. Hence why the last video was not that well edited. This one probably will have, a few. A few. Probably not too much, but at least enough. At least enough. As far as World of Light as a whole, I really did enjoy it. Unfortunately, there'd be a stream that would happen a few weeks after I finished recording World of Light that would ultimately cause me to quit Smash Bros. Ultimate for the unforeseeable future. And then I would have a few people, come up to me and say, hey, I'll teach you how to, essentially, how to play Smash Bros., get better at the game, so on and so forth. And then I never spoke to those people ever again, for reasons outside of my control. So, for anyone who's wondering if there's ever going to be a Smash stream ever again on Twitch, I'm not going to say it will never happen, but it won't happen unless I feel confident at least to not get 4th consistently. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go onto the playlists and find the multiplayer Smash Bros. Streams. Look at the latest one, which should be... Man, when this goes out, I don't think it's going to be it should be at the bottom when this goes out. If you're in the far future and listening to this for whatever reason, it should be like probably at the top. Probably, because at that point I'll probably have reversed the playlists and everything to do the most recent one first for VODs. Just watch that. You'll understand what I mean by constant 4th place, because, spoiler alert, in that stream I got 4th place nearly every time. Way before everybody else. But regardless, World of Light was fun. I had plans for World of Light actually afterwards, but then that stream happened, which kind of stopped those plans. But maybe I'll go back to the idea that I had. I had a very interesting idea that I think people would enjoy. It would be fun, it would be interesting, but I think the best way to do it would be once all the DLC is out. So, but I'll talk about that next episode. Okay? So, let's talk about that then real quick, because I know I'm saying my thoughts, but I'm going to leave my full thoughts on just Smash Bros. As a whole and kind of what it means to me on the final episode. Let's talk about why there's one more episode and why there is still 50 minutes of footage I still have to watch. There is side endings to this game. If you've never seen this before, you could probably piece together what the side endings are. But there's essentially one for Darkon and one for Galeem. It's just fighting them solo. I think even at this point, while the credits are rolling, I even talked about it too, where I kind of surmised that there was one to fight just Darkon and one just Galeem, just because there was a 3 split path. Seemed pretty obvious. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing for the final episode of World of Light. We're going to take down Darkon and Galeem. We do get their spirits. So you do get Galeem and you do get Darkon for doing what's known as the true ending. I think to get the true ending, you actually need to get all the spirits just throughout everything. Times true ending reach plus 1. So you can go back to New Game Plus. Oh, I did this on hard? I was a badass back then? What? See, the true... hi, Manaphy. Galeem, Darkon, and Master Man. Wonder who that is. I was a badass back then? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I did this on hard mode? I thought I did this on normal this entire time. Huh. Wow. There's only 5 more adventure spirits I have left. I think that's just the only 5 left in the game that I needed, right? I think I had every other... in the challenge board. I think those are the only 5 I needed still, right? Because I never used a hammer. Oh my gosh, I never finished... I never technically finished all of Smash Ultimate. Well, we'll do that once the DLC's out. Anyway, so with New Game Plus, I'll talk about what we're going to do for New Game Plus later. So, just know that the next episode is the final one video-wise. That should give you all the information you need for New Game Plus. But we're going to do New Game Plus a little bit smarter, per se. So as Ganondorf cleared the first stage of the final battle without being KO'd, that one, I think we were going to go back and do that later. Clear all battles. There's 2 battles we haven't done. I already told you what there was. Win the final battle without being KO'd. That one's honestly not as hard as you would think. There's a difficulty called Easy Difficulty. So, do Easy Difficulty if you want to get that one. We'll do that later, though. Anywho, with that being said, we're going to wrap up World of Light here right now. Yes, I know that I'm going back in, but we got one more video to go. So, let's, because it's post-commentated, let's wait for this to load. And pause. Alright. So we're back here. As I said, there's 3 paths, so we have to fight Darkon solo and Galeem solo. There's still quite a bit of footage I gotta watch, so we'll see how that goes. But with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do like this post-commentated stuff and like the Let's Play, please let me know in a comment down below in this video at least. Like, I don't usually do like, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and comment. I mean, I appreciate if you do like and subscribe. It honestly helps out a lot. Especially when every time I upload a VOD, insurmountable amounts of people unsubscribe, which makes sense because it's been turned into a VOD channel lately. But honestly, if you guys do like the Let's Plays and even like some of the post-commentated stuff and want some more insightful looks at stuff, I know this is just more retrospective, but I would like to do maybe some more stuff where like I'm more knowledgeable about the game itself and talk about like secrets and stuff that you might not have known, whether it's live commentated or post commentated. I don't really mind. Let me know if you guys are interested. I know there's the whole thing of Let's Plays are dying and that sort of thing, or Let's Plays are dead, but I want to, get at least information of some games out there that maybe people don't know. But this one, at least, is just retrospective. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katathi, and I'll see you guys next time for more World of Light. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.